what you can do in this town. You set it up and turn it around. We might have come from somewhere else, but this is where we found ourselves. Welcome to the local show. People you work with, people you know.
Welcome to a special edition of the local show here on GrassRoots Community Network. Our season opener and winter kickoff. I'm Erik Skarvan, your host, and so happy to be here back after a long off season, guys. Hope you guys had a great fall and off season. We want to welcome our Facebook and YouTube audience to the show. I'm so happy to have a return guest. We couldn't start the season any better than to welcome back Klaus Obermeyer to the show. Welcome, Klaus.
Well, it's nice to be here.
Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah, it's also nice to hear that they're opening the mountain.
I know. Is that exciting?
Isn't that terrific?
So just yesterday,
we're so lucky to have such nice people on the ski company that are running it absolutely beautifully.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. We're so lucky. We had all that snow back in October.
Yeah.
And then the people working on the mountain have done such an amazing job with it.
Yeah, that's, Mrs. Holle in heaven.
Yes.
When she shakes out her beds, it snows down below. And she helped on the start.
Okay.
So we have a good start.
So do you think Mike Kaplan calls Mrs. Howler and says, hey, listen, we need a little help down here?
Usually her phone is busy.
Sure. She's getting a lot of phone calls. There's a lot of people that want to ski powder.
That's right.
Her line's often busy. She gets a busy signal when you call her.
Yeah.
So Mrs. Howler.
Mrs. Holle, yeah.
Holle.
Yeah, very nice
lady. Is that a German, kind of a German thing?
Yeah.
Kind of a tradition or a lore? Or?
But she is quite international. She can make it snow anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like she might shake out maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, maybe Thursday,
yeah.
Friday. Get some fresh snow on the ground.
Feather beds,
Yeah.
His little feathers come out.
We're going to talk a lot about feathers today because we're going to talk about your first puffy down jacket too. And I actually have my Klaus jacket. I brought it out today. I know you have one of these too because, your name's on it. But like the Klaus puffy?
Very light.
Very light.
Yeah.
Very light.
So
that's filled with feathers too.
It's not like having to carry 20 pounds extra up the mountain.
Exactly. So this is the one, Klaus, that's always in my backpack.
Yeah.
Because you could stuff it down. It's a tiny, small spot. It weighs nothing.
It's nice.
And you've always got it.
Yeah, and you can kind of just stuff it in there.
Oh, check this out. You can go really small.
You don't have to iron it afterwards. It straightens out.
I know. Look at that. So that's one of my favorite pieces. Yeah. And then this year, I got the new Chandler shell.
Yeah.
I got the black shell, the Chandler jacket.
Right.
And I've already worn it a few times.
Yeah.
It was like 3 weeks ago at Highlands, skinning up the mountain.
Yeah, good.
And what I like is because it kept me ventilated when I'm working hard, skinning up. And then I just kind of zip the pits, up here. Just ready to ski down. Totally comfortable.
There you go.
Perfect temperature. I love that. So,
what
else is going on new at Obermeyer for this winter? Like, what's new for you?
We're very busy. We're having a very good season.
Okay.
In business,
Excellent.
And life is good.
Yes.
And the deer come to our ranch, they come right to the glass windows.
Really?
And look in, So you have to be careful and see what they're doing. But
you got to make sure, you have your clothes on and stuff like that.
Very tame and just very sweet and very, very nice.
So where your ranch is Mid-Valley, Missouri Heights?
Mid-Valley, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. And you guys have orchards and fresh fruit.
Yes, an old orchard that nice people that settled this valley once upon a time from Val d'Aosta in northern Italy. They came.
Oh, okay.
And they brought little trees with them, and it's a big orchard that they planted that is still alive, and some of those trees are like 150, 160 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. They beat me.
They picked you, and then you picked them, picked the fresh fruit, and that's
Yeah.
part of your diet, right? That's a key part of your diet, is that fresh,
Oh,
full energy, because it's just like as local as it gets,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you eat that organic
if you eat
food.
cherries, just spit out the pits, you know.
And then just grow more cherry trees. So has anyone ever come to you and asked for like parts? I know they do this like, I forget what it's called, but they take part of the tree and then they can
Yes,
transplant it to
they've
another
come
part of the...
and taking little parts to put on their trees.
Exactly.
Because those are very special trees.
Exactly.
The first apples are ripe like the end of September, kind of, and then every few weeks some other trees have ripe apples because they didn't have refrigeration then when they planted them. So they planted them so that one is very early and one is very late.
Oh, so you like spread out the harvest.
Yeah, spread out.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And then I know like Eden, who has Aspen tree, they have at Cozy Point Ranch. I know that they're seeking like local trees, and maybe you guys could like partner up. It's called the Farm Collaborative now.
Yeah.
But it used to be called Aspen Tree.
Okay.
And it's Eden Vardy. He runs that at Cozy Point.
Yeah.
And I know they're planting an orchard and a lot of trees and vegetables and things like that.
Yeah.
And maybe they could splice in some of your trees into their
Yeah,
orchard.
they did some, which is a nice thing to keep those kinds of apples and pears and cherries alive, you know, and plums also.
Exactly. And more people can enjoy them.
Yeah.
That's cool. We're going to take a quick break, Klaus.
Okay.
Drink some water, rehydrate, get ready for the main part of the show.
Okay.
I have to thank our winter underwriters. I do want to take a moment to really give my gratitude to our winter underwriters: Aspen Animal Hospital, Aspen Square, I'm going to look at my notes, Aspen Thrift Shop, Klug Properties, Pitkin County Landfill, The Aspen Times, Strong Vegan Athlete, and Sundog Athletics. We'll go to our only break of the show, guys. We're going to be gone for just 2 minutes. We'll be back with Klaus Obermeyer. I like to call him the Yoda of Yodel. We'll be right back and see what Klaus is looking forward to this winter and so much more. So don't go away.
Aspen Times, telling the stories that matter since 1881, is committed to local prep sports, arts, and entertainment coverage. They also offer the Drop-In, weekly recreational videos highlighting why we love to live in this community. The Aspen Times, at local newsstands, aspentimes.com, Facebook, and Instagram.
Aspen Animal Hospital offers state-of-the-art services, including non-pharmaceutical options, acupuncture, exotic pet care, and companion care preventative plans. For more information on veterinary services and their foundation, which helps those in need, call 925-2611 or aspenanimalhospital.com.
I'm so passionate about this community. I absolutely love living here and raising my family here. It gives me a lot of pride to share this with my friends and my clients and help them achieve their dreams of owning an Aspen snowmass and enjoying this incredible lifestyle.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Hey, did you miss the turn for recycling?
I can't read the map on your cracked screen.
Celebrating another great winter season, Aspen Square Hotel is the hospitality place, featuring fireplace studio suites and larger condominiums with full hotel-style services in the center of downtown Aspen. Aspen Square is proud to support the Locals Show. The Aspen Thrift Shop welcomes local women to volunteer, serve our community, meet interesting local women, and join the fun at Aspen Thrift Shop twice a month. You can apply at aspenthriftshop.org.
Welcome to the local show. People you work with, people you know.
We're back here on the local show. Thanks for sticking with us here. We've got Klaus Obermeyer in the house, Aspen's most mature ski bum. And Klaus started skiing when he was 3 years old in Oberstdorf, Germany. And Klaus, starting skiing really young and skiing throughout your childhood. And now we're about to start another ski season. Do you still have like the same excitement all these years later? Do you still get really excited like you were a kid for ski season?
I think skiing and boarding, they're such great sports that they give you a lift in your life,
Yeah.
and make it fun and be outdoors in the beautiful, beautiful snow-thin mountains. There is nothing nicer,
Yes, you still appreciate that.
Oh yeah,
your whole life.
You appreciate the view. You appreciate the speed. You appreciate when you jump the 0 G's that you get.
Yes.
So when you get to the bottom, you have a smile on your face.
So it's got all those different sensations and feelings and
fabulous.
Excitement.
Yeah.
And you still get excited when it snows outside, thinking about skiing the next day.
See a black-tailed weasel running across,
Yes.
You don't want to ski into it.
Right? No.
They bite.
We don't want to hurt. We don't want to hurt any animals. We just want to admire them. We saw the snowshoe hare, the big rabbit with the big
Aren't
feet.
they nice? Yeah.
Yes, I saw some tracks yesterday.
Yeah.
So I snowshoed up Aspen Mountain yesterday, and I went back on the ridge, and I saw these animal tracks everywhere. Just only animal tracks, no people.
Yeah.
And it was really peaceful and beautiful. And let's kind of forward through a little bit more in time. When you landed in the United States, you were 27 years old, and about a year later, you landed in Aspen.
Yes.
And you were a ski instructor.
Yeah.
And is there a story that comes to mind, like of maybe a really fun ski lesson or a really rewarding experience?
I've been an airline technician in Germany. That's why Germany lost the war.
Because you left, and you were a rocket scientist.
When I got here, they didn't need anybody because they stopped building airplanes, kind of, or the bombers that they did and fighters.
Okay.
So then I called my friend Friedel Pfeiffer. He had the ski school in Sun Valley, Idaho.
Okay.
Can you use a ski instructor? He said, yes, Klaus, come on out. And so in the fall, I went to Sun Valley, and I said, where do I find Friedel Pfeiffer? He said, well, Aspen. I said, so I went into the Aspen Chalet, and I said, I want to talk to Friedel Pfeiffer. He said, no, it's Aspen. There's a new ski resort they're doing that's 800 miles from here. so then I met Fred Iselin, and he said, my wife will cook you a very good Viennese Zwiebel Rostbraten, and we will call Friedel on the telephone. And so that's what happened, and then I went from Sun Valley to Aspen, and we were only 6 instructors, when the first winter.
Really?
Yeah.
Only 6 of you? Were all the guys from
6
Europe?
of us. Yeah, and no, one woman, Ellie Islin. She was terrific.
Okay.
Yeah, she was also a very good cook, I found out.
Okay. Well, those kind of go together, right?
Yeah.
Good food and good skiing.
Yeah.
And then a good woman. I mean, then you've got it all.
Yeah. And it was Friedel's dream to make Aspen Mountain a ski mountain. I'll make a beautiful ski mountain. And Walter Pepke saw to it that the Aspen Skiing Corporation, which Friedel started, got enough people to buy the stock, so there was always almost enough money to do everything, to build the longest single chairlift in the world.
Right.
That went up.
I think there was
To build a home-built lift from the midway to the sun deck, to build the sun deck, and to put a T-bar lift were on the bottom of the mountain for beginners. So he did it.
That must have been incredibly exciting when all that was happening, and Aspen Mountain's developing as a ski mountain, and then you're teaching. You have clients and you're teaching lessons.
Yeah.
Is there a particular a guest that stands out in your mind that you taught skiing to? That was really
Gary Cooper was
one of the more famous ones.
He was terrific. One day I was standing in the lobby of the Jerome Hotel, and I had like 6 or 7 girls around me, and Gary came in. He said, "Klaus, I don't know what you got that I ain't got." And so the next morning we were eating breakfast at the breakfast bar in the Jerome, and there was a girl sitting next to Gary, and when she found out it was Gary Cooper, she fainted and fell on the floor. And I said, "Gary, I don't know what you got that I ain't got."
You guys both had mojo. You had your own mojo.
Yeah.
He was more like the actor mojo, but you had the ski instructor mojo, which is a whole kind of other kind of sexy, thing.
The thing
it's
was,
romantic.
when in the early days of teaching, a ski instructor was the next thing to God somehow.
Yes.
It was terrific, and you met the nicest people from all over the country and some from abroad that came here.
Okay.
And so it made Aspen. Now there are over 1,000 instructors.
It's incredible. It's incredible. I think there's 1,200 ski and snowboard instructors currently.
Yeah.
Back then there was 6.
6.
So that was around. That's a little bit of a change there.
We did something right.
Yes. That's a fair amount of growth in the ski school.
But
from 6 to 1,200.
Naturally, there's also a downside to the success, and that is it's hard to find a parking place now.
Right. Well, yes, we're victims of our own success.
But what a success!
Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And through those ski lessons, you would learn that some of your guests were not very comfortable.
Yeah.
They couldn't stay warm. Or they would get really sunburned.
But Friedel told me, said, "Klaus, you are a technical engineer. When you are not teaching, figure out how to make skiing safer and more fun, and get some clothing developed because there were people skiing in the suit jacket,
Like city clothes.
Yeah.
City
Well,
clothes.
there was no ski clothing. It was that early.
So they're wearing
So then, slowly but surely, we kept making things that worked better, And we had a little sewing set up in Aspen with 17 girls sewing. All of them smoked. It was like fog in there.
So it was like smoke and feathers.
What came out of it were pretty nice parkers,
Right. Well, that was kind of the start, really, of Sport Obermeyer, right? The first puffy down jacket.
Yeah.
And you had these women sewing.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of kept expanding your products.
Yeah, we had the first light ski poles, the duraluminum. Double taper that were very strong and very light and wonderful. First ski stopper.
The zippered turtleneck.
Yeah.
You invented that.
That's now all over the world too.
All over the world.
Some things that were really wonderful to be outdoors and to be skiing was to have something that kept you warm. But now that's being made all over the place, all over the world. Many of the things that we kind of created,
Right. Well, you were a pioneer.
Yeah.
Like an innovator, an inventor.
Yeah.
And you had all these different things. The two-layered ski boot. What do you call it? Two-part ski boot.
The first double ski boot in the world.
Double ski boot.
Yeah.
Right, because before it was just more like a leather, almost like a mountaineering boot.
It was tough leather outside, and inside was a very comfortable inner boot, you
Okay.
know. The guy, a friend of mine in Munich, Rock, he and I developed the first double ski boot. That was in Germany already. But then we got them for here with narrow, very narrow heels, because in America people had narrower heels than in Europe. And so the imported boots, they were sliding up and down in them.
Okay.
And we made the extra narrow heels so it did not slide up and down in them. And there was a huge success.
Okay,
Yeah.
you want to hold that heel
Yeah.
down so you have
Yeah.
control.
Yeah.
That's so important.
And then Friedel and I together developed the first suntan lotion that actually worked, you know. So that was another great thing.
That's huge.
Yeah, yeah.
That's huge because people were just getting sunburned, and then they didn't want to be
Yeah.
outside all day.
Yeah.
So they're either really cold or really burnt.
Yeah.
And you were addressing those with your inventions.
Yeah, yeah. We
And that would just-
also developed in France. We developed mirror glasses that were not breakable, and they kept 98% of the bad rays out. When people got night blind, being out in the snow that reflected so much light, you know. Yeah.
Wow.
So-
I mean, just a
Yeah,
whole list.
There was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and what Friedel asked me to do worked.
So it was really you and Friedel kind of almost a team.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
two would
Yeah.
team up on a lot of these
Yeah,
ideas.
he should be the president of the company.
Right?
He was a great human being.
Well, let's kind of fast forward to kind of modern times.
Yeah.
And one of the things we've always talked about in the show is some of the keys to your good health and your longevity and swimming every day.
Yeah.
Can you talk about like the importance of swimming in your life?
Well, I do like half a mile a day, and that gets me in 1 year enough miles that I will end up in Denver, and then the next year I swim back.
You always want to swim back to Aspen. There's a lot of motivation to swim back.
So swimming is a great exercise.
Yes.
And plus I do Aikido exercises. We have Tom Crum in Aspen,
Yes.
who is a very, very special human being and a master in martial arts. Absolutely terrific. And it is like his inspiration that I'm kind of work on, you know.
Well, you know, and I'm sure he's inspired by you too. So you
Yeah,
guys
he's-
probably inspire each other.
Yeah, he's a great human being.
And Tom Crum has also talked about crossing Aikido over to skiing, right? Using some
Oh,
of the
yeah.
same
He does that.
philosophies
Yeah.
and techniques.
Which is Aikido is applicable anywhere, for skiing, for business, for life, for many things. It gives you a very successful being somehow, you know.
Right, isn't it about a lot of that interconnection, like Aikido principle that we're all connected and one with the world, one with, you know, the universe?
You're one with the universe. You're center of the universe, and it is amazing how much we can do if we try.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's
And-
amazing.
And realizing that connectivity, you know, is really important, that we are all connected.
Yeah,
Because then maybe we'll act a little differently.
yeah,
You know, if we know that our actions affect other people or
Yeah.
affect nature,
yeah.
I think that changes the way we act.
Well, you want to make win-win situations. In our business, we make win-win situations. And we have an old potato sack on the door where you go in, and a sign say, please put your ego into the sack before you enter the building.
Ah, I like that.
know,
I like that.
Because the ego in the wrong place is not a good thing,
Yes.
you know.
Yes, I
So-
like that. Klaus, we're just down to 2 minutes, but I want to talk about kind of the difference between backcountry skiing or going uphill. back in the day
Yeah.
compared to now?
Yeah.
The backcountry experience.
Well, it used to be that all the country that had snow was a ski area. And when the lifts came, we were so happy. It was so much easier. But now, again, with the new wider skis that float at lower speeds,
yes.
You can ski in any condition.
Right.
That you didn't used to be able to, or were very difficult to ski.
Right.
So it made the world a ski area where there is snow.
Right. The technology has really made it more enjoyable and safer.
Absolutely.
Klaus, we're out of time already, but I made you an organic gift basket.
Wow.
And I also want to wish you an early happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
Locals can read about your birthday coming up in the newspaper.
Very good.
Did you have fun today? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the yodel, Klaus. Thank you so much for being here and kicking off our season.
Okay,
I hope you enjoy this. We'll see you up in the mountain.
Wow, that's beautiful. Look at that.
We'll see you guys next time on the local show.
Red apple tomato.
That matter since 1881 is committed to local prep sports, arts, and entertainment coverage. They also offer the drop-in weekly recreational videos highlighting why we love to live in this community. The Aspen Times at local newsstands, aspentimes.com, Facebook, and Instagram.
Strong Vegan Athlete offers wellness consulting, personal training, and online training. Owner and trainer Ed Troy focuses on safety, balance-oriented agility, and mobility for optimum wellness and to be in life. More at strongveganathlete.com.
Aspen Animal Hospital offers state-of-the-art services, including non-pharmaceutical options, acupuncture, exotic pet care, and companion care preventative plans. For more information on veterinary services and their foundation, which helps those in need, call 925-2611 or aspenanimalhospital.com.
I'm so passionate about this community. I absolutely love living here and raising my family here. It gives me a lot of pride to share this with my friends and my clients and help them achieve their dreams of owning an Aspen snowmass and enjoying this incredible lifestyle.
Sundog Athletics, Aspen's Adventure Sports School, is your opportunity to experience one-of-a-kind adventures and gain new skills, to experience the thrills of snowshoeing, fat biking, cross-country skiing, alpine touring, canoeing, mountain and road biking, and fitness hiking. Fresh updates at Sundog Athletics on Facebook or sundogathletics.com.
Welcome to